Good morning. My name is Liz Millan. My partner Karen. We will talk to you about the important uses such imperialist English, a language that predominates worldwide in all times. It may become apparent how English has penetrated the corpus of Spanish and how it was it has increased in presence in the educational field in the relation to the other foreign language that integrate or have integrated the communication of the Uruguayan middle level education. The needed to communicate it and the expansive development of information and the communication technologies together with the relevance that knowledge of forgetting language, particularly the English language, are are keeping in the context. The status of the international language that English has a concrete responsibility to power many political and military has happened. Um, science terms with the other language. On the other hand, an economically powerful nation is required to maintain and simulate the expansion of the language. The supremacy of English finds an explanation in the tendency to incorporate the new identities. Um, its capacity for assimilation is adaptability to the colonies as a language. Is a manifestation in a range of varieties and the colonies. Um, fundamentally, its suitability as a flexible medium for the literary creative. Among others, through language and cultures, attributes the growing mass apprentices of the English has a word, a language to the etymologic role of the United States of America has as well as the technological resource dominated this language. In this way, um, the author affirms the linguistic representation are influences that the acknowledge, acknowledge of the English enables access to the new world labor market. The very term lingua franca causes some controversy in the professional discourse of ELT as this recalls the colonial past when the linguistic expression of the empire displaced the vernacular language to the point that the forgetting language imposed by the dominant countries now. The only instrument of communication between the natives of some countries, the trajectory of linguistic imperialism began with the imposition of the use of colonialistic language as a means of the communication with the native inhabitants. Although this first contact between language could, in the first stage of the colonization process, determine the use of the English is the lingua franca of communication between colonizers and colonized. This language soon become the only means of communication and social promotion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz. Currently, with the globalization term, a term mainly assigned to the economic field, The lingua franca has become indispensable for understand specific, important, or scientific terms. The expansion of the English language is due to social, historic, economies, and ideological reasons due to the influence of the British Empire and the recognition of the United States as a social and economic power during the 19th century that which has had a strong impact around the world. Um, from the other hand, behind the expansion of the language is the spirit of large industries and technology, generating capitalism and a strong interest to learn this language, and interest with the influence of free tourism, international business, and companies creation, looking for the participation of the most of people. The information system and digital media has been ordered to filter in the society dynamics and strategies that can create interest to learn this language. And for other hand, the big brands and different social medias put the key as a strategy of development and innovation. Now, business is not only the put the influence of the English language, the education also is an important item. English is the language with a greater prestige at international level, allows access to capital, cultural capital, therefore creates a need to learn it. People has been interested to improve the curriculum and expanding the career opportunities. So also the hegemony of English is seen as a natural and positive phenomenon for educational, social, and communication purposes. Um, According with Adolf Quirk, the English language is divided into three parts. The first part is EFL, that is English as a first language. This first part identifies individual who lives elsewhere and needs to English to communicate. The second one is ESL, English as a second language. This part identify regions with where English is widely used for administration, business, and education purposes. And the last one is ENL, English as a native language. This refers to the countries like England or United States, where English is a native language. At the beginning of the 20th century, professional teaching of the English language was conducted for non-native speakers, considering English and American pronunciation throughout teaching. And with the fall of the British Empire, the North American pronunciation winning strength throughout the world. In addition, with the development of large industries and technology, this pronunciation makes possible the standardization criteria for understanding and respect the language to those who are learning. Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed this information, and remember that English today is very important and is the language that standardizes the major industries and the language of the world.